YouTube Force Arena Commanders, welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got Han Solo and Chewbacca. I finally unlocked Chewie. So it seems like my luck is picking up when it comes to getting uniques, but I've waited a long time to get Chewie. So let's kick off a 1 versus 1. You've seen my deck I'm going to be running for this game, and we are facing off against Agent Callus. Now, you always have characters that you come up against, leaders that you just don't want to play against, and he is one of them. Very tricky, very slimy. So I'm going to play a patient game here and see what I can do, using my proximity bomb to stun and take out as much damage as I can on him. As you can see, hit him quite hard. So my units were doing some work there on this turret, but he has dropped a level 4 AT-ST Walker to distract me, and it has made pretty good work of my turret as I look to defend myself. And again, just planting down a proximity bomb. Didn't really want to put it down there, but for some reason that's where it went. But never mind, we've taken down his left turret, so it was a good early push on our part. Now it's a case of trying to hang on, although it's going to be tough just to hang on with him dropping rocket troopers. So we'll deploy Chewbacca to try and taunt his rocket trooper whilst I defend the bottom right hand side. But he does stun me, locking on to me, but I want to try and get the turret in there, but it doesn't deploy the proximity bomb where I want it to. But luckily I survived that. I wanted to drop the proximity bomb right on him. So I'll drop down a couple more troops just to help Chewie up there as he gets taken down, just to keep the pressure on my opponent. So a couple of Pathfinders who will die relatively quickly. Throw down a Grenadier there as well, but my bottom right turret will probably get destroyed as it's only down to a fraction of health left as I do die to his Bladesman. So he has a level 4 repair droid doing the work. I haven't got a repair droid in this deck, and again he's got a rocket trooper there who will probably take that turret down, so I'm just going to have to sacrifice that, and it does go. He dies again, so he's died a couple of times now, so his respawn rate is going to increase. So I'll focus again on this turret, do as much damage as I can with the units that I've got at my disposal, which isn't much, but he stuns me. Just as he stuns me, he deploys yet another repair droid and stuns me again, and I do die with his special ability as he absorbs a bit of damage, but both his repair droids now will take that turret back up to pretty strong health, so that really is disappointing. He deploys a rocket trooper. I'll drop my light tank there, trying to iron mine his repair droids. Again, all I want now is this turret, but he stuns me again. I'm unable to deploy a proximity bomb, but I'll drop it anyway. Again, focusing on the turret, focusing on those repair droids, but he does just manage to take out my light tank. Tricky customer as he deploys an AT-ST Walker. I'll throw down some Pathfinders to counter it. Top left corner, again watching that turret. Yes, I'll drop my Grenadier to make sure his rocket trooper can't do any damage. Taking down his AT-ST Walker with Chewbacca now making the push on the right side. Focusing that turret, it does go down for a 2-1 win. GG. Close game, really close game. This is why it's always best practice to keep your eyes open on the map. You've got a map there. So many players don't use that map, and it can save your life. Pretty strong deck he had. Level 3 stun 2, level 4 repair droids, and a high level dark sis grenades. So now we're going to move into some 2 versus 2, and this one is a random 2v2 game. I felt risky today. So we all know about 2v2, it really is a crapshoot. So sometimes you can end up good, sometimes you lose. So with Luke Skywalker here now, really I'm hoping that Luke, I'm channeling the Force to Luke to attack. That's what I'm looking for here. But Luke for some reason isn't doing anything as we're getting spammed by Orson Krennic, level 2 Darth Vader. So with an attack-minded player like Luke Skywalker, who obviously we know suicides turrets, your job then, really, your role then, it really is to defend and support your partner's push. But as you can see, I'm waiting for Christmas. I'm waiting for the moment for Luke to wake up and say, you know what, it's time to attack. But he's rather passive at the moment, which is worrying me, because Darth Vader has taken some immense amount of hit points off that turret, and that turret will probably drop after the next attack. So I'm concerned now. So I'll drop down my proximity bomb there to prevent a rocket trooper from getting on there. And now looking to support a push top left hand corner. Always mindful about what will come down the right lane. I have to defend this. He's a level 11 player, so he's one level up than me. So I throw everything I've got here. Got Chewie in there doing some attacking on that Chewbacca. Does really well, but Chewbacca does fall. Again, keeping the pressure as Darth Vader comes down that left lane. He deploys a level 5 tank. I'll throw in my mine just to do some damage there. Take down Orson Krennic. I don't know what I've got. What I've got? 1 hit point left, probably. Throw my grenadier in there. Pick up the health pack. Can I just pick that up? Thank you. Going around the houses. Luke is now making a push, so I'll support Luke as best as I can. As Darth Vader comes near me, throw down some warriors there. But then he drops an AT-ST Walker surprisingly, and I couldn't respond quick enough. But that turret really is going to be lost now as Vader beats it to a pulp. But we have done some good damage at the top left-hand corner, as you can see. So again, I want to support Luke with everything I've got really now and try and get a push back on the cards. He's got some repair droids. I throw in my Iron Mine to do as much damage as I can as Luke makes a push, because I said, look, Luke, we've got to get this turret. We have to push on this turret, otherwise we will lose this. With 45 seconds to go, that is exactly what we've done. So it's 1-1. Close game so far. Both sides doing pretty amount of damage, but as you can see, Vader really is doing all of the work for the enemy team. So we make a charge down the middle now, drop down light tanks, drop down some Pathfinders in there who do get dispatched, throw in my Iron Mine to take out his troopers, watching again the right lane for what Orson Krennic's up to. But he has deployed, I think, a repair droid there, which will come to the middle turret. So waiting now for Luke to make his move in that turret, and Luke does do that, so I'll support with everything I've got, which isn't much, as I wipe out remnants of the enemy troopers. So Vader really is doing a valiant defence. Waiting now for Luke to see what we can come up with now. As a Chewbacca coming down the left, we've got a light tank coming down the right. He drops an AT-ST Walker here. I drop an Iron Mine. Don't know why I did that. I wanted to deploy my proximity mine. I drop my Malaz Warriors, which makes swift work of that Walker. So we're now on the defensive as we're looking to go with 30 seconds to go, looking to go into sudden death. So really, we don't want to be in a situation where we're just hanging on. So we need to make a push. Bearing in mind, we haven't got any repair droids, and they've got repair droids as I die there. So hopefully they'll walk over the proximity bomb and it wipes out those troopers. Level 5 light tank. I'm under immense pressure. Luke has to push that turret, otherwise we will end up losing this game. But thankfully, just in the nick of time, he takes it out, and we go for a 2-1 win. GG. Close game. Real close game. So tell us what you think. How you finding it with the Rebels? Do you think they're viable now? I think they're viable. They've always been viable. It's been a matchmaking that has been broken. The fact that as a level 10 Rebel, for example, you play against a level 14 Imperial Trooper. So it's not the best matchmaking system. But now they seem to have fixed it. Yes, you will play off against players who are a couple of levels higher than you, which is a general idea, as we go into yet another random 2 versus 2 match. But yeah, Han Solo is quite a lethal character to have around. I'd like to have a stun grenade sometimes, but I wanted to use Chewbacca. So I'm with Princess Leia, probably one of the worst leaders in the game. So my hopes of winning this game are not particularly strong. So with the stun grenade, the idea of the stun grenade is with Han, that you obviously stun your leader, run onto him, drop your proximity mine, and then it will kill him, more or less, because you've done so much damage on him by shooting him, and he'll step on it and it'll wipe him out. But the punishment isn't really great when you die as a leader. You've got 10 seconds maximum respawn time, which can make a difference if you're making a good push. But Leia looks to be very aggressive, so I'll support her with some troops. Throw my proximity mine there, my mine, just to clear up his death troopers and other troops. But as you can see, Leia's units get absolutely obliterated. So I'm looking for an opportunity. I haven't really got much to push with, so I've dropped a proximity mine there to avoid any rocket troopers being dropped. Again, throw down some troopers to protect Leia. He drops a mine. He's a light tank right on my mine. I throw down my Malaz Warriors. Bosca's coming. Light tank's in there now. Bosca tries to ensnare me, but that light tank will make sure he does a runner. So I place on rebel troops to support layers push again. Light tank's pretty strong, so I'm hopeful to get a few pop shots off on the tower. Throw down my iron mine again. Again, now I haven't got much health left, so I do as much damage as I can on the tower, and I will die, which is perfectly fine. I didn't really want to die to Bosk, because bearing in mind, every time a leader dies, Bosk gets energy, and you do not want to be giving someone like Bosk additional energy, because that will just literally end the game there. He'll be able to spawn so many troopers. So as you can see now, I'll try and get rid of this rocket trooper there. That's fine. The repairman's doing the work there. Now I'm with a level 12 Princess Leia, which is interesting and quite funny there how he managed to suggest, oh, he walks on it, Krennic walks on my proximity bomb. So he's done an X-Wing, a TIE fighter drop just to take out those repair droids. I've dropped yet another proximity bomb there. I'm low in health, trying to stay alive as long as I possibly can, just to see off some defences here. Drop down some Pathfinders to focus. We haven't really got a push anywhere on the map at the moment, but we have taken down that right tower. So really now we want to try and keep an eye on the map. That left side is looking a bit vulnerable here. Princess Leia is, I think she's doing her hair, I'm not sure. So I'll come in here, but I do die. I wanted to really get off my iron mine, but it wasn't the case. And that now leaves us vulnerable to an attack, and there's no doubt in my mind now that tower will drop as I look to take out awesome credit as best as I can, but it does go down, which is an absolute shame. So it really shows that in games in 2v2 you have to pay attention. It's difficult when both sides have been attacked at once, but if you let yourself be open like that, that's what's going to happen. You're going to come under immense pressure. So unless one of you pushes a lane, you really are going to be under immense pressure and unable to defend, because what will happen is that the enemy will just keep spawning more and more troops behind each other, and you wave after wave you wipe them out. Your special skills will be running low, you have no energy left to deploy defences, and you end up getting killed. So this game looks like it's going to be a close one, as we've got 40 seconds to go. That right tower is vulnerable, as Princess Leia doesn't seem to be paying much attention to it, but the repair droid is there. Bosk snares them, and he will kill him and wipe out the rest of the enemy troopers there. I'll drop in another mine. Notice how the bombing run does not destroy the mine, which is interesting. So I throw down some Pathfinders, which is just a bit too late. My Malaz warriors will take out this ATST walker, but I wanted just to put some pressure on that left lane, just to keep Krennic busy. He's got some troopers coming down the left side now, trying to focus on Bosk. Drop down my proximity bomb again. But again, no one's we need to pay attention to that rocket trooper there, and it goes to a draw. GG, first draw I've had in a while. Could be because of the repair droids. It could just be because we weren't really aggressive enough in our pushing. We had no real options to push. We didn't work as a team. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. May the Force be with you.